Okay, hello everyone. Today I am the representative of Bangkok ACM Sikai chapter, and today, we are delighted to announce that our chapter will be hosting a special online session that you won't want to miss it. Okay, but before that, I would like to brief a little bit our chapter. The Bangkok ACM Sikai chapter is an academic community established to build networks and furthers collaborations in Thailand among researchers, students, and professionals from both the public and private sector who would like to share a passions, for knowledge, research, and activities in human-computer interactions. And tonight, we will talk about sustainable user experience designed for a better futures. So we would like to welcome Monica and Will.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Ocean. So, hi, Monica. Thank you for being our guest speaker. And hello, everyone. I would like to introduce Monica to you. She's currently working as a freelance UX designer, and she's also the author of the book, the Sustainable User Experience. There's also the English version of the book as well, where you can, if you see on the presentation on the bottom right, you can scan the QR code and you can go to the Monica website to order the book. And by the way, Monica, could you tell us about your background and what it inspired you to write this book?
Of course. Thank you, View, for the interaction and Dr. Achin for the beginning. And a very warm welcome from my side to our attendees. I'm really happy you join our event today. Yes, as you said, View, already, my name is Monika Schirmeier. I'm freelance UI and UX designer based in Germany, Europe. But I often work from different places around the world and enjoy exploring new spaces and cultures. And I also traveled multiple times to Thailand. The last time it was in January, February for 4 weeks. I have been there, and I finished in Thailand the book Sustainable User Experience. So it was my final station in the vacation in Thailand. So I'm really happy. I know Thailand very well. Yeah, and about the book, with the book, I started to write it before I even knew the result will be a book. I started with my final thesis in university on this topic. And at the end, my professors told me and encouraged me to share this information, this collected information, with the audience. So it wasn't my idea to write a book. And if I had known how challenging it is to write a book, I not sure if I would do it again, because I spent one more time to collecting more information, to conduct interviews, and to shape everything in understandable chapters and content. So it was really challenging. And yeah, in German for the first, now translation into English. And at the end, I'm super happy because I think a bit of sharing is caring. And I hope the information can help you to better understand and to make a better work for the better world. Oh, better work for a better world. Yeah. So that's about me.
Okay, Monica, I'm curious right now, what exactly is sustainable user experience?
This is actually a great question. This is the most common question, which is naturally because it is about sustainable user experience. I've prepared a short presentation about this topic because I think it's better and comfortable for you to see the words I'm saying visually as well. So this is the question, what sustainable UX mean? And let's go further, what does really means? I mean, when we talk about sustainability, we often think that we are talking about ecological concerns, just about resource consuming things and resource efficiency. But this is a common misunderstanding. Sustainability means we have not only focus on ecological concerns, we design with, or sustainability means to design or to be in general, to focus on social, on ecologic and economic way. So we have all these 3 dimensions, I will say. Oh, you see nothing at the moment. I have to click. So this is sustainability in general. Sustainability focus on the people, sustainability focus on the businesses, and sustainability focus on the environment, not only one. The thing is, when we only focus on designing applications on companies' needs, so the first dimension, we create applications in the way that maybe no one even used, because these are the needs of the company. And when we create digital solutions, when we think only on the environment, we would maybe don't create any digital solutions, because every digital solution harms environment. So this is the concern. We cannot design any digital solutions without harming the environment. And when we think only on the users, we forget to think about the other ones. So when we talk about sustainability, we talk always about these 3 dimensions, because the dimensions are interconnected together. To break it down into user experience design, we have had some approach which was years ago in main focus, and it was business-driven design, as I spoke about it before. So we designed it with the needs of the company. So the management or stakeholders came to us and said, oh, we need this application, we need this, and we need this, and do it. So this phase is over, and it's good it is over. The current approach of sustainable UX design, or UX design, traditional UX design, is user-centered design. This is the methodology, current methodology of UX design we use. We put the user on the top, and all the other entities and everything in the world we live in can be considered, but they can also not be considered. So we have just always a like of pyramid here. Someone is on the top, and the other ones came under. Can be considered or can be not. And I think, or it's not only me, to widen our focus to the holistic, to the holistic view, and to consider all the things we have in the world together in a balanced way of thinking. And it is not more a pyramid, so it's a circle. And we think when we design digital experiences, we have to think about all the elements and effects and impact on the elements, all the needs and all the impact. It can be called life-centered design. It's not defined yet right now. It's not the right or not the most common definition, life-centered design, but we can call it in another way. It's not established yet. So this is the new generation, the new way of thinking when we design for sustainability and design for UX in the world of digital applications, life-centered design. So as I told before, we have sustainability pillars or dimensions, which are social, economic, and ecologic. And all these 3 dimensions are interconnected together. So we have to consider them in our designing process, all of them, and the focus in balanced way of them. What does it mean in concrete is when we talk about social sustainability, it means to create digital products which are usable for all, for people with or without disabilities. And this is not the only one. This is can be called digital accessibility, but it's not only one thing we have to consider in social sustainability, but we have to also consider ethics and diversity in this case. And ethical design is kind of, we have to consider transparency, for example, or avoiding dark patterns in our designs. And designing for diversity means that we have to reflect a variety of cultures, languages, and genders. I just really love this picture or image on the left side. It's an image from Microsoft Design, inclusive design. And when we sometimes think we design for our primary target group, we design for people which are mostly without any disabilities. But we have to think about it, that disabilities can mean permanent disability, just like I cannot see, I cannot hear something, or I cannot speak. But sometimes we have, or not sometimes, really often we have also a temporary and situational disabilities, like I have a broken arm, or I have an ear infection, I cannot hear anyway. So this kind of disabilities are included as well, and we have to consider it and integrate it into our work. So this is the first dimension, social sustainability, which means designing for all and ethics and diversity. The next one is ecological sustainability, and ecological sustainability focuses on reducing the environmental footprint of digital products and services. And as an example is it's really simple. Just we can follow ecological sustainability in a very simple way, just to reduce images or videos on the digital application we create or we redesign. And we can think about it to replace some videos instead of replace videos and create solutions with images or short animations. It's easy also to switch to green hosting as well. So this is the foundation of sustainable UX as well. And we can also simplify our information architecture so everyone can understand it. So ecological sustainability isn't a real challenge. It's just to consider all the things and the effect of our environment. The next one is economical sustainability. And economical sustainability means to create digital solutions which support long-term user engagement, increase efficiency, and modularity and scalability. It's just kind of, I don't know, forecast to see the results in future, how our digital application will behave in the future, and to create with more modular systems and systems which can or which are scalable. So yeah, this is the first, or this is the last part of sustainable foundation, economic sustainability. To break it down into UX design, does it mean sustainability means designing for usability and performance, and also regarding long-term consequences for all three dimensions, for people, the planet, and the businesses. And this is not the last one. We have to consider it in every stage of our process, in the research stage, in the concept phase, in the design phase and by evaluation and testing. As a wrap up, sustainability means it's ecologic, it's social, and it's economic sustainability, not the only one, but in the interconnected way. And the new approach could be or should be life-centered design as a wider focus on designing just for the users.
Okay. Wow, that's a lot of information. Thank you, Monica. By the way, I'm also curious, like, why is this important now? I mean, why is the sustainable UX is very important now, especially in our digital world like this?
I think it's a special, or it's important to consider all the way. But for now, for example, in Europe, we talk about a lot of talk about aviation industry and how aviation industry affect sustainability or affect our environment. And we often forget, or the people often forget, that internet has an invisible footprint. And right now, digital tech creates more emissions than aviation. We have carbon emissions round about 4% of global carbon emissions, and it is increasing immensely. So the forecast suggests that in 2030, in 5 years, the amount will double to 8 to 10% of the global carbon emissions of internet. So when the time is, it is right now. In concern of ecological sustainability. But in addition to the environmental impact, we also have social sustainability challenges today, because much of today's digital design still focuses the needs of the users without any kind of disability, and often overlooks diversity in the society, which all leads to biases and exclusion. So creating inclusive and ethical design projects, it's not just a matter of fairness, it's essential for building a sustainable digital future that works for everyone. And what designers often don't know or forget, that UX or digital design has the power, absolutely power, to create a better world, because it creates solutions that matter. When we focus user-centered design, which is really good, and we add on to the focus on life-centered design and the businesses, then we create a sustainable way, which is much better. If we consider sustainability, we can reduce harm, we can create better systems, and promote more responsible behavior by design. So it's on us.
Okay. By the way, I already have a chance to read on your book, and I also curious about like if the sustainable UX also have like the guidelines for that we can make sure that we also create a product that is also sustainable to the planet and to our world.
Absolutely, we do have. In the book, I have a practical part for principles which we can use. And I have also on the top the part of principle guidance or guidance principles for designing sustainable way. And I will take the time to talk about the guidance principles. Not everyone are really new, because I have also something like mobile first. Mobile first is also an approach which can help us to create more sustainable digital solutions. But today I will take you to the ones which are special for sustainability. The first one of this is sustainable by design. This is an approach, a holistic approach that integrates sustainability from the very beginning across all phases of digital or creating a digital product. It means in concrete, when we start to concept and create any kind of digital products, we should start with sustainability as foundation. The benefit of it is we do not add sustainability to finished products. We do create sustainable as a basic. As an example is for example, to include the concept stage as persona target audience, which can have potentially an issue with our products. I have talked about it before. Personas with disabilities, we can benefit from them when we take them into our process and when we target them as our users, and we create with personas and with disabilities in mind. Or we create sustainable journey mappings where we consider potential sustainable pain points like impact of the environment, and we can also integrate thinking about long-term scalability and modularity. So this is an approach which put sustainable thinking from the very beginning of our process. The second one is minimalist or minimalistic design. And minimalistic design describes or means that less is more, because adding more as urgently necessary for use or understanding doesn't always add any value. Which means in concrete, we can create or we can think about using of images or integrate less images as we have. We can integrate fewer or less features and integrate only features which are really necessary, or we can work on create clearer layouts, which leads naturally to faster loading time and to lower emissions. So this is minimalist design. Less is more. The next one is calm design, which is maybe pretty new to you. And calm design focuses on cognitive calmness in digital solutions. And it's about maybe reducing pop-ups, notifications, informations overload. It focuses cognitive overload to avoid it. So people or users can stay focused on our digital solution. Instead of demanding constant attention, calm design respects users' mental space and supports them without interrupting by minimizing noise, distractions, and it creates digital experiences that feel more humane, more soft, and more effortless. So calm design focuses on avoiding cognitive overload of the users. And the last one I have today for you, excuse, it doesn't work. Should work, it doesn't. Yeah, slow UX. And slow UX is a really new approach I introduced in my book for first. And right now it's not established in practice. And it follows the principles of the broader slow movement. Maybe you have heard about slow food or slow fashion or slow tourism. And slow UX applies them into user experience design. So it means, in contrast to calm design, to give the users more space to think more space and time to explore and act in their own tempo, in their own pace. Sorry, I have to drink again. So we have to create digital solutions with less pressure, created more mindful, meaningful, and as a wrap up, don't rush the users should be the word or definition of slow UX. Don't rush the users. In contrast to how we create digital solutions for the users, slow UX means as well a principle which we can apply to our design process as well. So it has both ideas in it, how we create digital solutions and how the user consume them. And the second one is how is the process of creating digital solution. And here we can also apply slow UX, which means don't rush yourself. And it's not only about the time aspect. It's about to really take the time to deeply understand the audience, their needs, their behaviors, and of the context. To be intentional with every element you include, and to be thoughtful in the strategies we implement. So slow UX is about what kind of experience we create and why. And calm design, in contrast, it's about how we deliver that experience in the mentally considerate way. Yeah. So as a wrap up, here as well, sustainable by design is the foundation. So we start with sustainability, and we don't add it as an add-on. We start with minimality design thinking. We consider calm design, and we integrate slow UX. Yeah. Back to the studio.
Yeah. Thanks a lot to explain all the guidelines for sustainable UX, and it's very interesting because I kind of have like a similar experience when I was in Thailand. I got a lot of notifications that is sometimes it's kind of like not necessary for me to get to know this information, and I think this is kind of one of their examples that you would like that we can see that is gonna be that usually they don't need this unnecessary information, but it's can be make a lot of their energy and power. So maybe you have some question regarding, can you share the project where you apply sustainable user experience and how or what did you learn from that part?
Of course, I can do it. I have various examples where I applied sustainable UX already, but the most effective were two of them. I will go forward with the first, which was I don't know. I think you will see it in your working positions maybe as well. I just got oh sorry. I just no sorry for that. I just got an project and I should create a digital solution for I should create a digital solution for a project, and the approach was just we need any kind of dashboard, or we need a dashboard for our users so they can work better, they see better informations, and they just give me a second. I don't have it in, oh, sorry. Yeah, I have it. So a project with a dashboard, and the approach was simply just do it because we need it. So it was a dashboard, and it was from the management. And as I started to work as a UX designer, you know already, as UX designer as well, we start with research. So I informed or made interviews with the target audience, and we talked about what their needs are. And at the end was they don't need it even. They find it's more complicated and complicates their work, and they don't need it at all. So sometimes you have to decide to not to create any digital solutions or digital solution because the management wants it, but the users don't need it. So I decided that way. It was my recommendation to not create this solution, and the management followed. My work was finished as a UX designer, but it was a sustainable way because I didn't waste any time for creation. I didn't waste any time for development. I didn't waste any money with a solution nobody needs, and I didn't waste environment efforts because of an application no one used afterwards. So it was the one. Sustainable solutions are sometimes to say no to something which is not practicable. And the next one example was as I should prepare a workshop to improve understanding of UX methodologies for the management. We introduced journey mapping for parts of our website to make visible the broadened perspective. We include non-human persona, which I described more detailed in the book. What is it? Just so far as here, the non-human persona in this case was an AI bot, so something like AI agent. And this creation was truly eye-opening for the whole team and the management as well. And the AI agent persona helped us to identify areas in the journey where a non-human persona might struggle to navigate or interpret our site. And this example of integrating AI non-human persona was that it was the first step into creating sustainable solutions in a company where sustainability is not the common. And AI bots are increasingly used in real world right now. And it was the first step to come in, and it was very welcome. So, and this exercise showed up real usability gaps we might not have considered otherwise of our website. I know AI as a sustainable persona to use is not really everyone's first choice. And what non-human persona is in general, non-human persona represents elements like environmental factors, animals, or other non-living entities that matter for sustainable development. And AI agent is it too. AI agent benefits from clear structures, understandable content, simple user journey to aim the goals, as well as other entities which we can take as a non-human persona, like animals or plants. When a digital product is more efficient and easier to use, it leads to shorter integrations or interactions. It reduces data processing and lower energy consumption. And that means fewer emissions, and a lighter environmental footprint. Yeah.
Cool.
Was two ones.
Cool. Then maybe next I would like to ask you some question, and this question is from the audience that when they have to register, they have some question that they would like to ask. Maybe already pick the top three that is very interesting. So, what if someone says sustainability is expensive? So, what I mean is that, of course, when the business world, we would like to make the product that okay would be help the user have a better user experience, save time and cost for their life, whatever. And sometimes, okay, they would like to make the product more impact or more sustainable, but maybe this process is more expensive. How we can, yeah, how do you describe if someone did say something like that?
This is a great question because this one is a common fear, I would say. But in many cases, the opposite is true. When we start designing with sustainable by design with this approach, it's not expensive at all. It could be more expensive when we redesign some digital solutions. Could be about, but it's not really it's okay. It could be, but mostly it's not. So it's what I want to say. Because sustainable design is a long-term approach, and it focuses on efficiency, clarity, and reducing digital waste. And this all leads to practical benefits for companies and businesses. It means faster loading times if we reduce images, if we reduce or replace videos or remove videos, simplify animations, we have faster loading times. We have fewer user errors, maybe. We have lower server load and energy use. And we have maybe less time to spend on customer support because the user already understand everything. It's very fast. It's going forward. We consider user journeys. And all of this has at the end a long-term business value.
Cool. Next question is related about sustainability and AI. So I also think that this question is very interesting. So let's say that right now we are in the era or in a generation where the AI is everywhere, and you can see that AI is improved very fast. And it means that when we use more AI, it means that the computer they have to process even more. When the computer is processed even more, it's gonna be make more carbon footprint or they use more energy for that. So, what is your perspective regarding to sustainability and the AI in this generation?
It's a very interesting question, and a question which you can say yes and you can say no. I think, and for me, AI is not bad and not good itself. I think it's about how we use it. This fear in this time currently is AI emits much emissions, carbon emissions, or have carbon emissions, a huge one, which is really true. But I think soon we have resolved it. What I think is more interesting and what I fear more is how we use AI and how we integrate or interact with AI. I think to use AI consciously is when AI supports our work and not replace it. I think AI can enhance creativity, our creativity. It can better efficiency or make a better efficiency of our work. And can lead us to better access of information. But I also know there are valid concerns around AI in lack of transparency. AI supports biases, and I don't know if you already explored it, but AI can sometimes misinform us. And I think the real concern in the future, when we think into the future, is we have to always think critical. We have to always question the results, and we have to always use we have to always use our own knowledge. We have to use our brain. We don't have to forget it, and we don't have to only think AI is always right, because this is a real concern, and I'm afraid about it more than energy efficiency.
Okay. I'm gonna ask the last question from the audience, and then we're gonna have some question regarding for the audience here as well. My last question is that how we can make sure that the thing that we are design is valuable, or is gonna be make the big impact to our world and the planet.
Great question again, View. I think designing with a real value doesn't mean to create just only functional or just only beautiful designs only. It comes from deep understanding of the needs, contexts, and consequences for all these three dimensions, for people, for the planet, and for our businesses. Then we create a real value everyone can benefit from. I think we have to think more holistically, not just for efficiency or engagement, but for meaning, responsibility, and long-term benefits. I think value is not what we really build. Value is what this creates in the real world.
Wow, I think this is can be like very clear explanation. We have one question to from the Kuntipaya. So she asked that could you please share more information about your research methods that used to derive the guiding principles for sustainable user experience? Thank you.
Thank you for the question. This is a great question again. It was a research for my book, and all the research resources are at the end of the book, and most of them are also principles from people which made thinking about it, and which consider sustainability. And the last one, slow UX. It was the idea which was from the movement of the slow movement, and breaking it down into the user experience design. So all the resources you can find in the book, and more information and other guiding principles you can find as well in the book.
Yeah, but actually this question is good because actually we already to the end of the yeah of the end of the online webinar. So Monica, can you maybe continue a little bit?
The next one,
Yeah.
the next slide, the big one. What? Just a second. Yeah, this is a huge slide. Yes, we have a surprise for you, because you're joining us today, and we are really, really happy about it. And I will get the work back to you, because you can unpack the
Yeah.
present.
So for those who currently living in Bangkok, Monica and I will be flying back to Thailand, to Bangkok to host the on-site event we call Ideas for Future Journey Mapping at the SB Next Tech at the Siam Paragon in Bangkok on the 4th of October. And the on-site event is free, and we offer only 50, like 50 seats. And the next day, we will also organize on-site workshop on the future journey mapping on the 5th of October. But we are still finalizing the location for the workshop, and the ticket prices will be 500 baht just for food. And the workshop is available only for 20 seats. Since you are joining to the online webinar, so I will send you the registration link by email as a top priority 1 week before I and Monica and the ACM team gonna announce this event to our social media platforms. And also thank you so much for Monica and thank to all of you to joining us, and let's keep building the digital world and better for people and planet. And by the way, so for people who still audience here, I'm gonna leave my email address. So if you are joining here, so it means that you can get this information. Please send me the email if you're interested to join on-site and online and no, on-site on-site event on the 4th of October and the on-site event on the 5th of October. So then I can once we already finalize the location and all the information, I gonna send all the email to you for the invitation and the
Yes.
registration.
And Bangkok ASEAN Sikai chapter would like to give you a gift. So if you join either seminar or workshop, you may get sustainable UX for Monica for free.
What did you say? Sorry, a book?
Yes, did you hear
Yeah.
that? Yeah.
Yes, it's here.
Okay,
So
Monica, can you show the book? Yes, this is in English language. Yeah, so she will bring those textbooks to Thailand.
yeah, and then we're gonna give you two or one or two books in each event to see who is gonna be the lucky. And this also can be answer the question for the Kun Tipaya regarding about the research method, because all the information, I mean the method that she used is also in the book as well, and also in the on-site workshop, I would say. Yeah,
So everyone should continue for the next chapter, right? So we will
yeah.
see you guys on on-site seminar and then workshop.
Yeah, so please send me the email via tanyathon.pr@gmail.com as I put in the message here. So to make sure that you guys can the first priority to register for the workshop and also for the on-site event.
Mhm. And also maybe you can follow our Bangkok SMC Kai chapter Facebook page. So you can attend all many interesting seminar workshop or chit chat together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is all. I hope everyone have any questions. Okay, if no, then everyone they already saved my email before, because if you're gonna close this meeting, I think you're gonna miss my email. Okay, Dr. Apicia already said it.
Okay.
Okay, thanks a lot for all of you to be here.
Okay. Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Thank
you. Have a
you.
nice evening.
Okay. The Facebook page name is here. So I will send into the message again. Okay. Here, ka. Do you see in the chat? So you can, click like or follow our Facebook page.
Yeah, and if you were to join the workshop, or you can also send the message to the page as well, I think.
You're welcome, ka.
Okay, so thank you, Monica, for being a guest speaker, and for all of you. And yeah,
I will take a photo together.
Okay. So if anyone can, turn on the camera, so please.
Monica, please stop sharing.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
สวัสดีค่ะ คุณธัญพร
Okay.
ดีค่ะ
One, two, three. Again. One, two, three. Okay. Thank you.
ค่ะ
Thank you.
คุณธัญพร how do you know this event
Huh?
I know from คุณวิว account
อ๋อ
Ah.
from LinkedIn
LinkedIn and Facebook page from UX
Okay.
UI
Oh wow. Thank
Thailand.
how do you know Will
I know her because I did an interview with her before.
oh
If you
So
remember คุณวิว
Will could not so where are you and what are you doing now or blah blah oh
right
okay
now,
is she a student from
before that
TNI?
can I
yeah,
stop recording
I remember her. She's my interviewee. I interviewed her for a short when she was like